As a man growing up in today's society, it's extremely important for you to have not only book smarts, but for you to have street smarts. This video was requested by my brother Malcolm. Peace and salute to you. So guys, if you didn't grow up in the streets, it's okay. I'm gonna give you the things that I've learned. Now mind you, I wasn't about the gang life. I didn't grow up in that specifically. I wasn't out there twisting my fingers, gang banging and things like that. I don't want to front. Like, I'm all real, genuine, and I keep it 1,000 with everything, bro. I keep it 100. But I grew up in a lifestyle to where I was around those people, my cousins, some of my homeboys, and stuff like that. So see, these are some of the things that I picked up that I learned from them. And even the OGs, you know, like the OGs in the hood, in the society. I'm the type of person where I'm constantly picking their brain. I'm trying to soak up as much knowledge as I can. So I'm gonna give you guys some game on why you should have street smarts as a man. So one of the biggest reasons specifically is because you're gonna gain situational awareness. When you're running the streets, you kind of always watching your back, bro. You're watching to see what's going to be the play. Is somebody going to set me up over here? You know, because a lot of times you're doing things that clearly, obviously, they might not be righteous. You're breaking the law sometimes, and you're doing things where you have to be on point at all times. So you can develop a situational awareness to where you're walking in the room and you're seeing where the possible threats are. So immediately when I'm walking through the room, I'm saying, okay, those people over there have been eyeing me a little too long. They're starting to mean mug. I'm gonna keep an eye out over there. All right, the group over here, they keep, you know, mean mugging me too, but they're closer to the door. So, you know, they can make something pop off, and then run out the door real quick. So I'm gonna watch them. Or even something as simple as if I'm driving in my car, the car behind me is getting a little too close, and I'm seeing what's happening, you know, and it's really extremely important if you have a woman too to have this type of awareness. You want to be cautious of the possible threats. So when I'm walking into this room, let's say you're going out to dinner, I'm seeing, is there anybody out there that looks a little bit suspicious? I'm keeping my guard up at all times, and that's what you need to understand specifically as a man, because in the streets, it's cold-blooded, bro. You know, a lot of times nobody has loyalty. Everybody's out to get what they can get. They want to get whatever they can. And, you know, truly, it can be cutthroat, bro. They'll set you up really quickly. So you learn how to keep your guard up and not to trust anybody. You learn how to read body language. Street smarts is important because you can learn how to read body language. You can truly read people, and you need that skill as a man. You have to be able to read when somebody is smiling in your face and behind closed doors, he's plotting on you, bro. He's plotting to set you up. He's plotting on taking your girl. He's plotting on to sleep with your girl. And all these things you'll learn in the streets. But I want to get this out there, bro. I'm not saying that you guys should run the streets, and I would never glorify that lifestyle, bro. I'm not an advocate of that. I'm more an advocate of helping our brothers out. But see, these are some of the things that I've learned from them that I'm taking. And a lot of this, I'm going to be honest, is like you can learn specific strategies. If you guys don't know, like a lot of these gangs, bro, they're strategically orchestrated. Like they know when to move, they know how to move, they have codes, they have ethics that they stand by. Like a lot of gangs have codes, bro, they stand on. You need to truly develop different tactics when you're out here as a man to start boosting up some of these skills that I'm talking about. So when you're out and about, just start reading people, start watching people, but not like in no evil, mean way. You can sit there, start seeing what they're doing, and just start taking a moment back, slowing down, and being aware. I think that's the biggest thing that you can learn. And second thing, I would say truly is you can develop when you're in the streets how to be loyal. There's a few brothers when they're in the streets, they are loyal. They will be your ride or die. They do got your back. And that can teach you brotherhood. That can teach you how to build a bond, even though sometimes it's not for the right way. But if we took that energy and we channeled that energy for something positive and brought that energy back to our communities in a positive way, if we took all we learned from the streets and applied that hustle and that drive, because a lot of people they have street smarts, bro, they're really hustlers. I know a lot of people that can grind. They might be out there slanging, but it's strategically orchestrated in how they're grinding, bro. It's perfect. Like, I wake up at this time, I'm gonna meet him over here. I'm gonna avoid the cops because the cops is over here. And if they took all that and applied that to a true entrepreneurial business, they could skyrocket. And that's what I need you guys to understand. A lot of it is a hustle. A lot of it is because they don't truly know what they're capable of when they use their imagination. But these are some of the things that you can develop as far as your grind, your hustle. And another thing that I think is extremely powerful is when you're learning street smarts, you truly have a passion sometimes. What the passion is, I'm going to stand on this code. I'm going to stand with them. And that passion can be applied to a business. You know, if you just took that energy, because you see it, I don't care what anybody said, these gang members, bro, a lot of them are passionate, bro. They literally ride or die for their block, bro. How many people do you know is truly passionate like that? If you cross the wrong block, if you're wearing the wrong color, if you're throwing up the wrong sign, bro, they'll start to shoot at you and jump you and do all kinds of wicked things because you have the wrong color on. Tell me that's not passion. It's not passion applied in the right way, I will say that. But if you took that passion and you applied that to, all right, I'm going to start a car dealership. You know, I'm going to start being a mechanic. I'm going to learn a trade. I'm going to decide what God wants me to do. We just need to start orchestrating some of these things so we can bring back this street mentality, this mentality to where, you know, it's eat or be eaten, and apply that in a positive way, and then take the brotherhood that we learn, take the strategies that we learn, take this awareness that we learn, and before you know it, you can be a brother out here that's helping change the society. Street smarts is okay, but book smarts is cool too. They need to have not only one side, you need to be multifaceted. And if you're a guy and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm giving you the game on what I'm talking about. These are some of the things that you can learn in the streets, and a lot of people learn the hard way though. So many of our brothers they ran the streets because that's what they grew up. They were told, all right, I gotta be a part of this gang. You know, I gotta be a blood, I gotta be a crip, I gotta be a GD, I gotta be a vice lord, I gotta be a king, because this is how my family was. So they were given the wrong tools, they were given the wrong information. But if they came across this video and I'm teaching you, yeah, you can learn that side of it, but take the knowledge from the school smarts or just smarts in general. You have to constantly keep growing. You have to constantly keep evolving. You have to just have a mindset to where I want to seek knowledge by any means. You know, a lot of men have the opposite. I'm going to get it by any means, and I'm going to destroy my community by any means. But knowledge is power in our communities, bro. We need to uplift one another, and we need to inspire more brothers to take one leap of action to help somebody. I think that's important in our communities, because the streets can teach you a lot of, I'll say this, there's some communities to where they have a strategy to give back. Like I said, some of them are grounded and trying to do the right things, but a lot of times they do bad things in the process too. And that's why the balance needs to come back in and tip back in the scale of righteousness and tip back in the scale of being a man of God. When we can operate with God first, then a lot of these things that we learn in the streets come natural, because they're biblical, bro. A lot of these principles are biblical. You know, we should have loyalty. You know, a lot of people will destroy their brothers. You have Cain and Abel. You have women out there, because in the streets you're going to learn about women too, because women will be quick to set you up. You know, a lot of men have been set up by a woman. So a lot of men that run the streets, they learn how women operate. They learn female nature. A lot of women are tricks. You know, then they find tricks, so they're running the streets. So you start developing, all right, this woman, she's a red flag. I got to watch her. She said come through at this spot. I'm going to pull around the block. I'm going to see if she's trying to set me up, because a lot of women will try to set you up, not only in that streets, but they'll set you up in real life. They'll prey on you because you might be a man working a 9 to 5. You're making $200,000. They see you as a come up. You have no kids. They'll put you on child support. So a lot of these things can be applied in real life, especially because a lot of men are falling behind in society. A lot of men are hurt. A lot of men are sad. A lot of men don't have dads. So men are lonely. The loneliness epidemic is at a point to where we never had before. So we need to take back a little bit of power as much as we can. And I hope that you share this video. I hope that you leave a comment. I hope that you know that the streets aren't something to glorify. I know a lot of brothers that died at a young age. I know a lot of brothers that died way too young, man, way too young. They caught a bullet, they're locked up, they're in there, and they're regretting their lifestyle because some of these brothers have kids, man. So not only did they destroy their life, they destroyed the lifestyle of their kids too. So they're growing up without no fathers and they're wanting to join the streets. So it's a never-ending cycle. So we just need to learn how to take what they're doing in the streets and apply that to real life. And I know that we can do better as men. I hate to see my brothers locked up, man. It truly does break my heart. A lot of them, they just don't know any better, bro. That's why the saying is, when you know better, you do better. So I believe now more than ever is the time that men are needed. This message is needed, and I would please enjoy it. If you would basically send a comment, you would send this to other people, you would tell other people to tap in with these videos and show them that, look, this guy is not glorifying the lifestyle of running streets and being a gang and destroying his communities and destroying the ops and destroying your brother, because I want you to have love for one another. That's all Satan's plan. That's all Satan's tactic, to get you to corrupt your mind, corrupt your brother, corrupt us collectively, and turn away from God. That's what it really is, bro. When you're gangbanging and stuff like that, riding on the ops, you're turning your heart away from God. And we need to turn it back to God and pray, fast, meditate, and seek wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge is the key to getting out of this dimension to where we're stuck in the matrix. If you truly want to develop street smarts, a lot of this can just come with you're trying to ask people for knowledge, bro. Some of those OGs don't want you to see, they don't want you in that lifestyle, bro. They'll give you the knowledge. They'll tell you, all right, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to move. You're messing up right now. But you have to put your pride to the side. A lot of you young fellas have too much pride. You don't want to hear the OGs. You think you know it all. You think you got it all figured out. And if you listen to that OG, he would have put you on the right path, and he would have gave you game, bro. Especially nowadays. A lot of the OGs are on YouTube speaking these facts, speaking these wisdoms. So there's no excuses no more for our young men to keep learning these bad habits and doing the wrong thing, bro. So guys, I hope this video helped. Until next time, peace.